Tonight, educators and public officials are being shamed and even disciplined for comments that may appear to condone or celebrate the assassination of conservative political activist Charlie Kirk.
This is something happening nationwide. We're also seeing it right here in central Indiana. Our Rich Nye has been looking at the fallout across the state and joins us now with what he found. What'd you learn, Rich?
Well, freedom of speech is included in the United States Constitution, very First Amendment, right? It's a big deal to most Americans. And so you may have the right to say anything you want about Charlie Kirk's death, but it might also cost you your job.
The Department of Child Services says that one woman is no longer an employee with the state of Indiana after what it called a comment made in poor taste about the death of Charlie Kirk. A statement from DCS says, as public servants, state employees are held to a higher standard of conduct and ethics. DCS didn't say if the woman was fired or resigned. Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita is calling on Hoosiers to report educators or administrators making comments that celebrate or rationalize the assassination. Rokita's office says hundreds of people have submitted evidence through the AG's Eyes on Education portal over the past 72 hours. The office plans to post them once verified. The office said in a statement, if a government employee would prefer that parents and other Hoosiers not know about their support for the violent assassination of a husband and father of two young children, perhaps they should refrain from expressing that support in public forum. But the ACLU of Indiana says that public employees' speech outside of work is protected by the First Amendment.
We think it's incredibly distasteful for an elected official to be encouraging Hoosiers to spy on their neighbors based on their speech. That's not what we do as Hoosiers. That's not how we live as Midwesterners. It's really indicative of countries that are much more repressive than what we believe the United States should be.
Ball State University acknowledges it is looking into the social media post of two employees and whether discipline is appropriate. Danville Community Schools acknowledge that it is reviewing the comments of a teacher and will respond accordingly. A statement included, "Please know that we are taking this situation very seriously and will ensure it does not affect the classroom environment."
Lieutenant Governor Micah Beckwith has also asked Hoosiers to report comments from educators and state employees that celebrate Kirk's death to his office. And I tried to interview one local university expert on free speech today, and he politely declined the opportunity, perhaps a little bit leery to exercise his free speech to talk about free speech.
Perhaps evidence of just how sensitive this whole thing really is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, Rich and I reporting this afternoon. Thank you.